Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. So, okay. I'm going to let this clip play, and then we're going to talk about it. Here we go.
I thought I'd be happier, except the judge set the child support amount at $326 a month. $326 a month for 2 kids for child support is what he has to pay me. $326 a month because he's not working, because he chooses not to. I was able to cross-examine him, which was fun. And I asked him how many hours a week he spends working or trying to sell houses, because technically he still has a real estate license. So technically he's still a realtor. He said 15 hours a week approximately is how many hours he works per week. Grown man, grown able-bodied man with transportation and no childcare to worry about, says he works 15 hours a week. I'm divorced.
Well. So we got a hyena on here complaining that her little scheme and her little scam didn't work. She divorced her husband, and her thoughts were, let me get away from this man. I got 2 kids by him. I know he know how to make money. So what'll happen is I'll be able to go to child support court. I'll be able to put him on child support, and he's going to have to supply me. Now, the thing is, with the amount of money that the court is going to gouge from him, I'm going to just use that as a kind of alimony. You know what I'm saying? Like all these single hyenas, they be wanting the man's money. They don't want the money to support the child. They're not concerned about that. They want an alimony. If they can't get alimony outright, then they will utilize the child support as a way to keep them at a certain level financially, right? Just like Tyrese's ex-wife is doing. She wants, 5 figures a month, not for that child, because no child needs 10, 20, 40, $30,000 a month to be taken care of. But you could live quite well with that amount of money. You understand what I'm saying? So this was her little plan. And this is the type of foolishness that the men are always like, nope, I'm not going to do it. She's mad because her ex-husband was smart enough to be like, I'm not going to be on the books working no certain amount of hours. So if I'm not on the books with a job that the court can gouge, they can't get blood out of a turnip. So if I'm only working 15 hours is like not it's considered part-time, but it's on the low end of part-time, right? So if you're not even really working 20 hours a week, you're not even really doing part-time. And then to be on a job like a real estate agent or whatever, realtor, which is commission-based and it's based on how many, homes you can sell or whatever metrics that you reach dictate how much money you're going to get out of that. So if he's not, at least on paper, if he's not consistent with that, then the court can't make an accurate calculation. So they're going to go for something very small, a very small amount of money. So this chick is mad that the man is smart enough to be like, oh, okay, well, here's what I'll do. On paper, I won't even really be working that much. So because the court can only go by what you do on record, your work on record, W-2s, pay stubs, things of that nature, to prove how much money you making, how many hours you working, da 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 da. And I'm glad to see it, because chicks like her, this is why the divorce rate, not only is the divorce rate high, but it's initiated mostly by women. While a certain percentage of those cases are probably valid, there's what I suspect a larger percentage that's more like this, where I get to leave out from under your system, order, and structure. I don't have to actually deal with you as the man. I don't have to deal with whatever shortcomings you have or things I don't like, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm able, what it does is it gives the woman the freedom to kind of, you know what I'm saying, do things how she want to do it, but yet and still benefit from the man's work. And the children are utilized as the thing. Well, he got to pay into this household because his kids are there, right? And this is why they don't ever be wanting to give the father the children and things like that. Because I've watched quite a few like child support court cases. You know how those they record like the virtual session or whatever. Those are always pretty interesting, because you get to see how a lot of these females be operating. And I'm just glad to know that she didn't get what she thought she was going to get. She was sure that she was going to get more money than that, because she knows her ex-husband know how to make money. She know that whatever it is that she don't like about him, that was the one thing that she was sure about him, is that he was going to work and provide the money. What she didn't count on was him saying, screw it. You know what I'm saying? Because men will live at the bare minimum, because he realizes this is what she wants to do, right? He knows that's what she wants to do. That because there's a reason they're divorced. Whether she initiated or not, there's a reason they're divorced. You see what I'm saying? It's a reason she's in this predicament. You don't just happenstance, haphazardly get in this predicament. You work for this position. Okay? But this is why that marriage with the state and getting the license and all that kind of stuff, this is why that is not a good idea. Because then you get to use all these loopholes and all these, you know what I'm saying, family court things to try to get something. But I'm glad that the men are starting to wake up about this kind of stuff. Don't let these hyenas do that. Make them stand on business. You want to be divorced? Well, then you divorce all the parts of me, including my money. You divorce that too. You divorce my labor. You divorce that. You don't need it, right? You don't want it. It was too unbearable, right? Me as a package, as a man, was too unbearable, so unbearable, in fact, that you were willing to give up the benefit of me so long as you could get rid of the detriment of me. Well, fine. Right? So you get rid of both. That's a package deal. It's a package deal. Men are a package deal with their money. So if you want one, then his money comes with him. But if you reject him and you send him along his way, then his money goes with him. And this is what they don't like. This is why she's in the car. You could tell how salty she is about it. Like, she's smiling, but she extra salty. Like, she high blood pressure salty. Okay? She hypertension salty. She extra salty. She MSG salty. Okay? She too mad that he won't get a regular job. So that the courts can document and calculate how much money that they need to extort him for, to give to her, using the 2 kids as a pawn for the whole situation. This is how you know all of this divorce stuff and, oh, well, he was doing this and he was doing that. This is how you know, for the most part, is all of this is be capped and it be a game. Because if it was really like that, you wouldn't even be worried about no child support. You would either keep them kids and don't worry about no child support, or you would give them to him and then you still ain't got to worry about child support. And then she had the audacity to be talking about, oh, he a grown man, he ain't even working. Are you working? Because you a grown woman begging. So what's the difference? I'm trying to figure out the difference. You a grown hyena begging a man that you don't even want. You filed papers against him to get him out your life, didn't you? Isn't that what divorce papers are? Aren't serving somebody divorce papers is letting them know without a shadow of a doubt that I want you out of my life. I can no longer tolerate you and will not. Right? Unless I'm missing something. These hyenas so backwards. I just wanted to point that out because I'm seeing this more and more, how the men are thankfully becoming more savvy with the court system. And through understanding how the court system in terms of child support and so-called family court and all that, how that stuff works and how that works against them, no matter their intention. It doesn't matter if their intentions is to be a deadbeat or their intentions are to be the best fathers possible in a broken situation. The court doesn't care. And so I'm glad that there appears to be more men that are sort of getting hip to that, to the degree that they're able to maneuver in practicality, how not to allow the court system to extort them. Because that's what it is. It's extortion. Because I done seen some real crazy child support calculations. Anyway, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host of The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.